All right, Shalom. This is Brother Gabar of the Lions Den Camp. And before I hop into this lesson, I'm going to give all praises to the Most High in their true Hebrew names and in the Hebrew tongue. So, Kal Halayim, Le Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Ha Rakah Kodash Ma'amath. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder as well, Harawan. And Shalom to you brothers and sisters pushing and keeping this truth and faith and sincerity into the end, man. All right. With that, I'm going to hop right into this lesson. With the first precept coming from the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. And it says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? All right. And this lesson is stemming from last Saturday, the Saturday just passed, while we was holding camp, what I'm saying? The place where we was teaching at, I saw my father, you know. I haven't, we're not in touch like that. I ain't seen him in a few years, but it was always on my spirit since I came into this truth, that I just wanted to relay this word to him, man, at least once, because, still my father, I love him, and it was a chance that, he could hearken unto the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and the truth of these scriptures, man. So it's always on my spirit to, relay this truth to my father, man. And it's crazy because the last time we talked, which was like a couple years ago, it was through text. I set a date to like meet up with him, get lunch. And then, my main intention though was to, spread this word. And we set the date and everything. And he disappeared. All right. But last Saturday at camp, man, he showed up to the place where we was teaching at, man. All right. And I brought up this precept because it says man's goings are of the Lord, man. Because we teach in that spot often, man, almost every Saturday, and I've never seen him in that place, man. Never, not one time. And the time that he comes, what I'm saying, he sat off to the side, and and it's funny because the Lord placed him and sat him in a position where I know he heard every single thing we was reading and every single thing we was speaking, man. All right. So it says a man's goings are of the Lord. All right. So the Lord did that, man. Because the Lord knows our hearts, man. He knew I wanted to relate his truth to my father, man, at least once, before it's too late. And he allowed me to do that, even if it was from a distance, When I was bringing out precepts, I was making sure I was, man, reading loudly and boldly. So I know you hear everything I'm saying, man. All right. Salakia. This next precept coming out of the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. And it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me, man. All right. So the Lord has made, his men a watchmen unto the house of Israel, man. We watching the times, watching the prophecies, and speaking on them, man, to warn the people. And I wanted to, Salaki, and I wanted to give warning, to my father, just like, the rest of my family and, so-called friends in the world that I have related this truth to, man, because all hell is about to break loose. And doing this work, that is love, man. Spreading this word is love because we want our people to come out of that transgression, man, in that Gentile state of mind. But ultimately, we know it's up to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. But we still do our job and, we relate his word, whether they get it or not. So I wanted to, so the Lord allowed me to be able to give that warning unto my father, man. After all these years, it's crazy. All right. But it says, Salakia, son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me, man. All right. And it says, then, Salakia, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand, man. All right. So we don't want no blood on our hands, man. So the Lord put it on our spirit to relate his truth to somebody. You know what I'm saying? We do the work. We do what we told, and and just from the point of this lesson, same thing with my father, man. The Lord been putting on my spirit to relate his truth to my father, man. I tried, But like I said earlier, he disappeared, went ghost. But he gave me that chance, man, when he led his footsteps to that park, man, where we were teaching that. And again, I read loudly and boldly, man, so he could hear it. And he had his back turned the whole time, man, and then left without saying anything. It's probably gonna be a couple more years that I don't see from him or hear from him. All right, but I still did my job. I did my duty by giving him that warning, man. You know, and giving him that chance to turn from his wicked way, man. All right. And it says, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul," man. All right. So I did my job, man. You know, I warned him. I don't know if he gonna turn from his wickedness, man, that Gentile state of mind or not. That's up to Yahweh Shem Shah. But it was my job to plant that seed. All right. Because that blood is not gonna be on my hands, man. I spread the word to my father, man. I gave him that warning, man. That just warning. All right. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19. It says, "I call heaven and earth to record this day against you." All right. And so the Lord, man, he saw that. You know what I'm saying? He saw that interaction, man. Like I said, he sat far enough away, or close enough, I should say, to where I know he heard every single word that was brought out, man. Every scripture, every interjection, because me and the brothers, at camp, we speak loudly, man. We speak boldly for the Lord. We lift up our voices as trumpets, man. All right. So the Lord seen that, man. It says, "I call heaven and earth to record this day against you." All right. "That have set before you life and death." All right. He was he was presented with life and death, man. Life, being his knowledge and wisdom, understanding of these scriptures, man. And death being in the world, man. And being in that Gentile state of mind. Because the scriptures tell you that, roughly paraphrasing, those that wander out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead, man. All right. It says, "Blessings and cursings. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live," man. All right. So again, I don't know. He could he could hearken unto this truth, man. Maybe all it took was that seed to be planted. I don't know. But again, I did my job, man. I was the Lord used me and also the camp, man, to present life and death before him, man. You know, and again, he had his back turned the whole time. He left without saying nothing to me. Like if I had a son that I did not see in years and I see him doing the work in the will of Yahweh Shem Shah, man, I would be more than proud, you know. But that life and death was set before him, man. So it ain't no excuses. Even though you had your back turned, you can't ignore 13, 14, 15 brothers reading the scriptures loudly and boldly, man. You can ignore my text. You know what I'm saying? You can disappear on me, but you heard the word of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. All right, I'm gonna get this next precept coming out of the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and 50. All right, and it says, book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 50. "For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother," man. And I just bring this out because the ones who, sighing and crying in this truth along with you, man, that is your family, man. Those that are doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Shah. Because your birth family, man, they'll turn against you. They'll cast you out, talk down on you, talk bad about you, look at you like you're crazy because they don't have the same spirit we have, man. They got the spirit of the world. All right. So that that incident and like seeing my father and have him like turn his back and leave without saying nothing and just kind of like disregard the words of Yahweh Shem Shah, it just further showed me, man, that the ones that are in this truth, that's your family, man. The ones that's doing the will of our Father, Yahweh Shem Shah, that's our family, man. That brotherhood, and the women and children that believe as well, man. We are all that that body, man, that family up under Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Because the ones that's in this truth with you are the only ones that could really understand, what we going through, and what we speaking on, man. So that's something to be cherished, you know. And Khan, man, I just wanted to do this lesson, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that hit me hard, seeing my father for the first time in a few years and have him kind of turn his back on the Lord and me per se. But really it's Yahweh Shem Shah. But so again, I'm gonna get Book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 24. It says, "Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?" All right. And with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.